So for the most part, I'm just going to be looking at whether or not you are playing positions consistently properly. And if you are, for the most part, at least trying to make the right decision,
Yep.
but the rest of the team is not quite ready to move on to the next layer of theory, then I'm going to start doing some mechanic work. I'm going to be a little bit nitpicky here, and that
Yeah.
means that I'm saying this boost is a bad boost to get. You're not doing anything as third. This is a position that everybody on the team struggles with. You're playing to make yourself comfortable rather than to support the team. In this
Yeah.
position, it works out fine because they are slow and the opponents aren't playing fast or anything. So
I think I do one of those things I'm only really bad at third at. When the ball is going up on the upfield, I position like kind of on a parallel with the ball. Like you do two lines going straight forward between the car. I position like very parallel to it. But most of the time when you're going for a pass, I need to be a little bit behind it or a little bit in front of it, one of the two. So I can go for a redirect or a shot. But if I'm like right next to it, then I'm like jumping at it like under it pretty much. Like right here, I'm jumping at the ball under it.
Yeah.
If I mean, I can't react in time because it's way too fast. But
I mean, imagine you jump here. At this point, I'd say this is the earliest point that somebody at your rank would feasibly be able to read that this ball is going where it is. You would have been able to get up in time, but you're not the best in the world at reading the play, which means that you are probably reading the play closer to here, honestly.
Yeah, I'm reading it there. Pretty much. That's where I have the ball.
And yeah, you're not going to be able to score that if you're reading it there. It's something that I mentioned it during the scrims. As third man, we need to have a little bit more presence on midfield, covering midfield.
Yeah.
And as well as with passing to an off-ball third. Yep. I like that you went there quickly. This, again, you're looking at where the ball is rather than it will be. If you aren't jumping for where this ball is, but rather for where it is now, right? Because you end up going almost exactly where the ball was when you first jumped, which is not where it is when you get there. It's an interesting touch. What I'm wondering is why did you have to make that touch? Because Rat went for the boost, that's why, okay.
Rat for the boost, yeah.
I mean, your positioning here is second. Given what I have told you to do and what I've taught you so far is very good. This looks like a kickoff goal.
Most likely, yeah.
Alright.
Across here. 50, he just misses, and that's just open.
I have no complaints with this, other than mechanical complaints. Yep, as far as game sense goes, made the right decision to challenge quickly, and it worked out. One way to work on getting this touch to be not as far away from you, hold power slide when you hit it. If it is coming towards you with a large amount of momentum, holding power slide will allow your car to eat some of that momentum, and it will stay closer to you. And the next thing that I could nitpick, and I technically am because I'm telling you, is that you jump too late. You jump like an eighth of a second after you hit it, which you should be jumping pretty much at the latest right now. But it was another like 70 frames after that when you jumped on the 5%.
My reaction time is just generally not very fast. It's pretty slow.
Reaction time is one of the things that is heavily influenced by genetics. It's part of the thing that in this game is genetic, but reaction time is something that can also be trained as well. Gotta play OS.
Oh, hell no.
Again, mid boost is not the right play here.
Actually, really on this one? I'm slightly surprised.
This boost would have been fine to go for if, which really apply this criteria to most kickoffs. This boost is fine to go for if the ball goes this way. If this opponent or this opponent diverges for this boost. If this opponent is back in net. If the ball goes into their corner, their opposite corner. Or, finally, if second man is able to get a soft touch and keep possession while the other person is supporting properly. Well, that's another reading issue. A moment again where you're reading where the ball is.
I think I tend to do that a lot. I play the ball as if the opponent isn't going to touch it in time. Like I kind of play, I play it as if they're going to miss pretty much.
It's not the worst thing to jump for, but honestly, you're not going to be able to do anything with it.
No, it's kind of one of those like useless type of jumps I called earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to like jump at him for that.
Yeah.
Like with me jumping here and me not jumping, it's absolutely no difference to what he has to do, what he's doing.
It actually
Like,
makes
he's
a
jumping at
slight
it
difference.
correctly.
If you don't jump,
Maybe.
Rat, he's
Yeah, but-
jumping here.
Yeah,
Rat
yeah. If I
has
don't jump,
literally
it
already
makes it
jumped.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the guy on the ball, my force does nothing except kind of confuse Rat and waste my boost and put me in the
Yeah.
worst spot. David. That's an interesting jump. Yeah.
You would have had him beat if you had momentum going towards the play. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I kind of panicked, slowed down here. Like, I think tap the brakes quickly, and then
Yeah.
it kills all my momentum. And then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta jump. Wait, do I have to jump? Okay, I have to jump, and I've already jumped in the air. I just have to boost at it.
This is fine. You jump down. I'm honestly not even mad at that. You wave dash.
Yeah.
You break. This is where the mistake happens.
Yes.
You
yeah,
break in here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that
It's
means
just-
that when you jump, you don't have any momentum.
Yeah,
Just
once again, I'm not
carry
gonna blame
momentum.
Rat for this. This is this is totally my fault. And this, the only thing I will say is that, but you can go back a little bit, is
Yeah.
that in my position, it's kind of hard to tell if Rat's gonna touch the ball or not, and he didn't comment again, so I wasn't sure if he was gonna cut in and just dunk me, and then I have a free shot. That's why I kind of braked. Like, maybe he gets coached just for that, because he could have easily gotten a touch if he wanted to, but I didn't really know what he was doing,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
still my bad.
definitely.
I should still go either way, but it is a little annoying.
None of these plays are a single
yeah.
person's mistake.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
play is on you for your jump,
Yeah.
Rat for communication, and not even just verbal communication, but car language as well.
Yeah.
And then Moosh for whatever that is. I do actually want to talk about your touch here.
Yeah.
That's not a good touch. So
It's not.
mechanically speaking,
No.
that's what, like four things mechanically so far.
Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna blame Rat for this, but for me, from my perspective, it looks like he's going on backboard here. So this would be a good
Right.
tee up. I mean, no, it's not a good touch, but it is a tee up to the backboard. I don't really know where he went on this. He kind of just went under it. But still, not my best touch. It could have been way better. But to me, he starts driving up. When I see it last, it looks like he's driving up on the backboard, and then he
I
turns
do
down.
agree. If you read, I think it's the last chapter that I sent off to proofreaders of my book. That is something. No, it's the chapter before the last one. That is something that I talk about. It is the implicit language, implicit communication with your car. He miscommunicates there, which not only makes it hard for you to trust his verbal communication, but makes it hard for you to trust his car communication. However, as you said, your touch wasn't the best, even if he was on backboard. Yep. Mechanically, could be better as far as thought process goes. Not horrible.
Yeah.
What I do wonder is why are you turning into the corner before you're flipping there?
I do not know. Maybe a small part of me thought the mid boost was going to spawn, but but it wasn't even that close. Nah, I wasn't close enough yet. That was kind of it, but.
But then when you turn,
Not
you're
too bad.
turning into the corner before flipping away. Why'd you do that rather than turning towards the direction you wanted to go before flipping?
I do not know. I think the one thing I really struggle with is I'm really bad at deciding what to do in what situation. I kind of just choose between one or the other based on what I kind of think is. How did I miss that boost? I'm sorry. I'm trying to play mid for a pass, but then they'll go for a solo. Then I'm like, oh shit, I should go for a bump because they're soloing. But then by the time they start soloing, it's like they've already jumped, so now I can't go for a bump. So should I go back? Like it's a little bit annoying because I kind of can't commit to one of them, you know?
Basic guideline for
Yeah.
working with our developed team. When we have possession, go for a
Yeah.
bump. If the ball is in
Okay.
our corner, go for a bump.
Yeah.
Here, if the play starts developing out into this area, you're not going to want to be super aggressive unless
Okay.
the both of your teammates are in control of the play. If, say, Rat brings a touch in here to bring it to Moosh, that's perfectly fine. You can be up here being on the offensive. If Free Use CNC Bunny,
What a crazy name.
if Free Use turns, takes a 50 here into midfield, and say Hambizzle is able to follow it up, you're going to want to be positioned over here covering midfield. A large part of the deciding factor is whether you and your team have possession or the opponents have possession.
Once again, kind of the thing I do there as well. I mean, I do a terrible job collecting pads here, but I try and go for like pads of boost when I have a free bump opportunity. Pretty much, there's no reason not to. But
And say,
I mean,
take this position, but Free Use had gotten
Yeah.
a piece on that, right? Just
Yeah.
to go through and show all the possible different scenarios. If
Yeah.
you're coming in, right, you're over here, you're looking for a bump on Dusk. Free Use gets a
Yeah.
touch on that. It goes high, bounces out the ceiling. A rat goes flying past. Hambizzle
Yeah.
is already flipping. He's committed.
Yeah.
Moosh, while not playing a proper second, I think he's confused by you, but still,
Yeah.
would still be able to get back to this ball, given
Yeah.
you're taking Dusk out of the play. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way that you can think about this is think about it as a 2v2, but you have an extra player. If you are able
Yeah.
to come take out Dusk, it's a 2v2, but you're upfield, right?
Yeah.
There's
yeah, dude.
another player that can get any passes. They can hit it midfield for a pass, right? They can get the boost from the opponents before Hambizzle recovers to get it himself, right? That is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way that you should think about it. If the 2v2 is a losing position without you, don't go for it.
Yeah.
If it is, go for it.
Okay. So, this happens. Blah.
You hesitated.
I don't know if I would have gotten a beat, but I would have gotten maybe kind of chip on it.
Right. Here,
Yeah.
I mean, sadly, you're kind of forced to go here. If you
Yeah.
want to get a piece and make Rat's life easier, you can flip out and try to get a catch. But
Yeah.
honestly, if you don't hesitate here, you don't have enough boost to get the ball, go for a bump. If you get a bump here, right, and you call it, Rat's able to turn in, start committing at this moment because you called it. He's out here. He
Yeah.
doesn't get it. And ball's bouncing down here. Rat can catch it, flick it, shoot it, whatever. You can even put those on your screen. You have sticky notes. You can put those on your
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I can.
I
Love
really
this.
wish they didn't take up Bacchus mod because of the notes plugin. That was so
Yeah,
useful.
I know. I had that. I had that, but now it's gone. Bacchus mud.
Yep. Another position where at this moment bump is good.
Yeah, like it's in our corner, and it would pretty much open up the whole field.
Yep.
It's not my greatest touch, and we get scored on.
I mostly attribute this to, while you did hesitate before jumping, mostly mechanical, because the hesitation here is something that you can recover from. You can see the
Yeah, yeah.
hesitation for a split second there, and then you win.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah.
For the most part,
You gotta
that's
jump in,
mechanical.
but, yeah. Oh,
Why
good.
do we have control
This
here?
kills me. What the hell? What?
What?
The?
Rat gets a lot of touches like this.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of 2v2s, where anytime he is here, he loves to pre-flip into balls that he doesn't have to go for.
No. Why did the beats have to not spawn there? It's a little annoying. Oh, what am I doing, bro? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no justification for that one. I mean, it's probably gonna, yeah, it works out fine, but I could have scored there if I was close.
Good save.
Yeah, to save. I'm just bullying. Like, why did I flip? Okay, we got away with that like so hard because they trolled.
Yep.
Why did I flip? Why did I do that?
I don't know. You
I
flipped
was
the wrong
already-
way too, but
I'm not
Yeah.
hitting his car. I'm just going forward. And that was a double commit. This is
that was a very obvious.
pretty horrendous. That was a pretty horrendous last 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. I wasn't too sure there because Rat burned like all of his boost, but that was still totally my bad. I do tend to panic a lot with like a couple seconds left. I'm just like, get it down. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But my bad.
I love that it's going to show up on the videos as Iraq with the K, and people aren't going to realize that my game's in German, and they're going to be confused.
Also, if you had to say something just like quickly for it, what in the next like I don't know, for next week or so, while I try and approve that. Is there like specific mechanical things you guys should work on that I'm like especially bad at, or is it just in general?
Aerials. Quick aerials.
Just general aerials, just like fast aerials.
Quick aerials and, yeah, fast aerials and soft touches on fast balls.
Okay, I got you.
If you get those two things down a bit better, you're gonna see improvement on the other less fundamental things that you were struggling with as well.